Ow!
Are
Hey.
you all right?
Yeah, it's just like we're in the cave and they still keep coming from the ceiling. They still keep coming from up there, and I do not understand.
You're just very popular, darling.
What, more potatoes?
No, not a potato. Not a potato, Eugene. It's a letter. Okay. All right. Let's see what this is. Do your loved ones depend on your gold income to meet daily needs for food, medical care, utilities, and dragon payments? What are dragon payments?
I don't know.
Our records show that you have lost many adventuring party members. For this, you should sign up for life insurance. Grim death, dark life insurance?
Oh, I feel like many is an exaggeration at this point, right?
Yeah, it's only been a few.
It's actually quite a lot.
I mean, it's been like 2 a week at this point.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. I can't even imagine the premium on this thing.
We'd make so much money.
So that's what you're concerned about.
What's a premium?
I don't know what the
It's how much
I
you
mean,
owe a
I know
month.
what premium means, but I do not know what it is in this context.
I don't think we need any kind of heroic life insurance. I mean, if someone dies, we can just take the money off of their body. We don't need another company to pay us.
Eugene.
That's
no.
true. That's what we've done up to this point.
Yeah,
Okay.
you definitely sound like the prince right there. It sounds really good.
Okay, you know what? We have a lot going on right now. I feel like maybe we can worry about insurance when we're not in the mines?
Yes, let's move forward. I do not want to think about the dying in the cold dark mine. Well, thank you for your letter, Grim Death.
We'll take it under advisement.
Yes.
Welcome to Power Word Fail, a Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition actual play podcast. Starring Austin,
Theric, the Grave Singer.
Andy,
Pickles. I got an anti-magic crystal on a stick, and some birds on a stick, and some glow-in-the-dark circles on sticks. It's becoming a thing.
Allie,
Navara, and I'm suddenly afraid of spuds.
Katie,
Idolia Rowan, bearer of the hero's light.
Ian,
Ambrose Bussant, you can get me out of this cave.
Nathan,
Eugene, don't worry, Ambrose. I'm coming.
Gross.
and joining us this week will be Tyrell.
Ravenel, I really just don't like puzzles.
And I am the Dungeon Master, Cody, and this is episode 47 of Power Word Fail. Last time, with the snake cultist freshly defeated, you began to explore the interior of the mines. You found some documents in an office indicating that this was a once thriving operation that had run into some issues that they believed could be solved with magical pickaxes. Instead, they made a deal with a trader matching Zanzibar's description, who had offered them a much cheaper solution in the form of magic-absorbing potatoes. You also found a secret room that contained a single skeleton clutching a lone crystal. Some experimentation led you to realize that the crystal had anti-magic properties. Continuing to explore, you found a few arcane traps that were easily disarmed with Pickle's new anti-magic poking device, the crystal tied to the end of a stick. Which, where did you guys get the stick? Whatever.
It's so true, King. You're so right.
Several piles of suspicious potatoes, and a door inscribed with a strange symbol which led to a portal that you decided to avoid for the moment. The party split up to continue their search, and Ambrose ended up facing down a giant monster potato, all alone, and that's where we'll pick back up. Ambrose, you are face to face with what is probably now your biggest nightmare, a very large potato with a gaping maw. Its teeth seem to be made out of crystal. It has two little holes that you can only imagine must be some form of eyes. And it has these long branching, I guess roots, right? But they look like tentacles, and they're starting to pull themselves out of this massive pile of potatoes and reveal themselves. I think we are going to have to roll initiative right out the gate for this one.
Cool.
16 for Eugene.
20 initiative. Not my best.
That's an 8
Nice.
20, not my best.
20, not my best, you know.
with that one Rapidas still goes before me.
Sure.
3 16s.
Yeah, Ferret gets a 16.
Ooh, it's a 23 for Adalia.
Nice.
Nice.
I mean, I can't do anything. Very far away.
Potato Monster got a 12.
Thank God.
So from down the hallway, Adalia, you hear, I suppose, the screams of a full-grown man, but that's up to Ian.
Oh, I am. Guys, potato!
Because she was trying to sort of remain central so that if anything terrible happened, she, knew where everyone was. So she is going to sort of shout into these various hallways that everyone's dispersed into. Ambrose is in trouble. To the west. Right? West. Yes. To the west. And then she will... so Adolia is going to use her movement and her action to dash 30 feet south from the door and then 30 feet west over to be close to Miraz and have line of sight on Ambrose and the potato monster. And that will be her turn.
All right. Ambrose?
Ambrose, with hesitation, fumbles his heavy crossbow, picks it up from almost dropping it, backs away from this horrific monstrosity, is going to shoot at it, and hopefully get rid of it as quickly as possible. Does a 15 hit?
The 15, it seems like it sticks into it, but it doesn't hurt it. It doesn't seem to notice. It missed.
Fire another shot. Does a 12 hit?
It
Not
missed.
my best day. Okay. Fire my third shot. Advantage. Ooh, that's a nat 20. And that will be
Yeah, that will hit.
this, and I get to add an extra D8 to my shot. God, not the best today.
It's the freaky potato.
Yeah, it's really freaking
Yeah.
me
It is
out.
the freaky potato. As it should, honestly.
How do you do crit rolls again? Are we just doubling damage?
Just roll the dice twice.
Oh, that's right. A D10
Yeah, just roll the
and
extra.
a D8.
Holy shit!
Not my best day, y'all.
Well.
7 plus 1. With a crit, it's only 16 damage. And I am going to run as far as I weigh towards Adalia and Eugene.
16 damage.
Ambrose, are you okay?
Guys, there's a potato. It's ginormous.
I told
It has
you all
teeth. Guys,
not to poke the potatoes.
I did not touch the potatoes.
No
I
one
did not touch the
listens to
potatoes. No, I listened to you. I did not touch the potatoes. All right. I actually listened to you, Adalia. I did not touch it. I promise you. I would never touch something this big.
You heard it here
love
first.
In my
Panic.
turn.
I love panicked Ambrose. My God.
Nora, it is your turn. You are on the opposite side of the action, all the way on the eastern side of the mine. You have decided to go down this easternly tunnel, and at the very end of the tunnel, you do see a pedestal with an orb on it. But behind you, you hear the sound of something shifting around and what sounds like maybe potatoes falling on the ground.
Navarra is going to use her movement and her action to dash and try and get towards the rest of the group. So she's going to be heading west, and it's going to take her entire movement just to get to the edge of the cavern.
All right. Yeah, and as you run past that little branching path, you do see another extremely large potato monster crawling out of a pile, but it seems like it is kind of stuck where it's at. It is too big to really get out of the chamber that it's in.
I'm going to say with Navarra just like running, she probably didn't notice that, and she's going to alert the others and just be like, oh my God, there's something huge back there. And that will end her turn.
All right. Eugene, is your turn. You are over here with the crew.
Right. I imagine as Ambrose is retreating, Eugene is advancing, moving up so that he can see the original potato monster. And he will yell, you stay away from him! And he'll go to pull one of his bottle rockets out of his sleeve. But given that, unfortunately, the prince is the god of love, or patron of love, or some such, instead of a bottle rocket coming out of Eugene's sleeve, one of the prince's spells does, and I'm going to cast Witch Bolt on the potato. So, let me see, I believe that's a spell attack roll, which, there we go. 24 to hit.
That will hit.
And that'll be 5 lightning damage. And then I'll use the remainder of my movement to step 5 feet back.
All right.
Having rounded the corner, I see this thing, I get the spell off, and having seen this thing, I'm now running away as well.
That seems fair.
Furyk, you hear all this commotion coming from kind of the entrance of the mine there, where you came from. Everyone's kind of dashed off.
Furyk is standing with their back towards that portal door. They're going to begin running south, passing a snaking corridor where they catch the glimmer of Ravenau's extremely shiny armor, and is going to call up, "Come on, let's go!" and is going to continue their path south. They're going to use their action to dash towards the rest of the group, passing Navarra on the way. And seeing Eugene retreating, I believe Furyk would call out to Eugene as well with some inspiring words and give them bardic inspiration.
Thanks. Is that a D8 for you?
I believe so. Yes, it is a D8.
Cool, thank you.
And I will end my turn.
All right. That brings us to the potato monster. It kind of floats ominously towards you guys. It gets to the entrance of this narrow hall where you've kind of ran through. You all ran back into this main cavern. And you see that it is having a really hard time squeezing through here. But it does seem to be able to wedge itself in just far enough to grab at you, Eugene.
Sure does.
It is going to try to bite you. Does a 16 hit?
16. Shield. As it forces itself toward me, I throw my hands up and repulse it with some of that same kind of wind engine that I used to conduct my featherfall, and it misses.
All right. Yeah, it looks like you are able to fend off this potato's bite. It is reaching its roots at you, trying to get a grab at you, but it seems to be just out of reach, and it can't really move any further. Navarra, you hear from back down the hallway where you came, it sounds like the potato monster is trying to force its way out through that hallway. You hear it screaming. This one's also screaming at you, Eugene.
Hit it while it's stuck.
And they are stuck, seemingly, yeah. Ravenau.
Ravenau is going to take a couple steps to the east down the little passage that he's in until he gets eyes on Pickles. I believe your friends are fighting a potato or something. They are calling for our aid.
There are potatoes every...
This one is
What
larger.
did they do? What did they do? How did they?
Frightening, I guess.
Every time. Okay, I guess.
Excellent.
Should I bring potatoes? I'm gonna bring potatoes.
Perhaps. And he will run the other way back down to the west.
Bye. Good talk, I guess.
And then I'll dash for 30. And that'll end my turn.
Pickles. It is your turn. You are also kind of on the opposite end of this cave in the northeastern portion. As you kind of step away from this cavern that you're in, walking towards Ravenau as he runs off, you see the roots kind of reach out towards you as soon as you aren't looking. And when you look back, there's a large potato monster that has crawled out of the pile of potatoes. And it is, looks kind of guilty that you caught it in the act, but it looks like it's ready to attack you.
Ravador, I found the potato. Ravador, come back. Pickles is just gonna step up to the potato and try to, I don't know, punch it in its potato chin.
Pickles tries to make mashed potatoes.
That is, I don't know, I have bless on. That is a 13 to hit, which does not.
That will miss.
And a 27 to hit
Nice.
That will hit.
for 8 bludgeoning damage. And then, as a bonus action, she's going to attempt to try to grapple the potato. She's going to try to just, like, grab some of the weird tentacle things to wrangle it.
All right.
That's a 14.
Believe it or
Rolling like
not, it's not
Ambrose.
proficient.
It's not a super strong
athletics.
potato.
It is pretty strong, but it's not proficient. But it failed. It got a 10.
Yes. Well, now it is grappled. And Pickles is just going to continue to scream.
It squeals.
Just scream right along with it. Ravada! Potato! That will end Pickles' turn.
All right, we are back around to Adalia. You see this giant potato monster trying to get at Eugene.
Yes.
It is stuck, it seems.
It is stuck. Does the witch bolt that Eugene used on it seem like it did anything? Like,
It does.
did it seem hurt? Okay.
It does, but just maybe not as hurt as you would have expected.
As one would hope. Sure. Let's see. Then I
Considering
think...
it's a potato.
Considering it's a potato. Alright. Adalia is going to throw her hands out, and white light will course through all of the bevels in her skin, and a beam of moonlight shoots down on top of the potato that originally attacked Ambrose. She is going to cast Moonbeam at 2nd level, and that is a DC 16 con save from the monster potato.
It fails.
Okay, then it is going to take 15 radiant damage at the beginning of its next turn.
And 15 now, or 15 every turn, or just 15 next turn?
The creature, when it enters the spell's area for the first time on a turn or starts its turn there. So I think just at the beginning of its next turn,
I see.
it will take that 15. Also, if it is a shape changer, it will return to its normal form, but I assume that it's not.
You finally freed me. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for freeing me. Strudel! Strudel, is that you? So yeah, that is going to be her turn. Other than the fact, actually, she's going to back up. So she is going to retreat from the giant potato monster by about 20 feet, but still keep it in her line of sight. And that's it.
All right. Ambrose.
I'm going to move up near Eugene, take out my heavy crossbow, make sure I'm not like, I'm positioning myself so I'm not aiming at you, like right at Eugene's head and like in this tight corridor. And I'm going to shoot at it, the giant death potato. Does a 16 hit?
It does not.
Does a 19 hit?
It does.
Sick. Okay, cool. And I'm going to do 10 piercing damage to it.
All right.
And then I'm going to position myself fairly close to Eugene.
It is covered in crossbow bolts at this point. Is that the end of your turn?
And I end my turn.
All right. Navara, it is your turn. You still hear the scraping sounds from back down that hallway where you came from, but you seem to have gotten past it.
So Navara is going to use her movement to get closer to Ambrose and Eugene. She won't be right on them exactly, but she's getting closer. So 5, 10, 15, 30. And she is going to use Sacred Flame, which will be a dexterity saving throw of 15.
It fails. This thing cannot pass a saving throw.
So that will be 6 radiant damage, and she's just gonna tell everyone, there's an orb back there, but there's also another huge potato. What do you want to do? And that will end her turn.
All right, next, Eugene. There's a giant potato monster in your face.
There sure is. Cody, how would you... What should I do if I were to try to put something inside the potato's gaping maw?
Ask for consent.
I mean, I suppose a athletics check to toss, or
Would that be an action or a bonus action? How would you roll that?
item interaction.
Would that
Yeah.
be like a what do you call that? Thrown weapon, like
like a ranged.
makeshift. What do they call? What is it called?
Yeah.
Improvised weapon.
Improvise?
Improvised weapon. A weapon you know
Okay,
good
okay.
at. Made up
Yeah,
weapon.
sure.
Banana
I will-
peel on the road.
So an action, Cody.
I mean, yeah, I guess if you're gonna try and throw like a potion at it or whatever, that would be an action. Some sort of acid flask.
Okay, I will table that knowledge for later. I've got concentration on it right now, so I'm just gonna deal my witch bolt damage to it again. I'll just squeeze my hand and the lightning lashes around it, and that is 4 lightning damage to it. I will then use my metamagic adept feat to quicken a shocking grasp and try to just pump more lightning damage into it. I only got a 14 to hit though, so bardic inspiration is gonna give me a d8,
God damn,
bringing that to a 20.
that'll hit.
So 6 lightning damage, and it can't use reactions until the start of its next turn.
Very clever, Eugene.
Thank you. I will disengage as a bonus action and step 5 feet back from it.
I mean, you can't take
I
reactions.
mean, after
so-
shocking grasp, you don't even have to use disengage. You can just walk
Oh,
away
right,
casually.
right. There we go. Yeah, I don't have 2 bonus actions, but I don't need that when it can't take reactions. Perfect. Okay, that's all.
All right, so after all you guys have done, this thing doesn't seem that hurt, but it is stuck. Ferric, it's your turn. You have witnessed this abomination trying to eat your friends, but it does seems really stuck at this point. Like it's like so wedged in there that I don't even know if it could get back out if it wanted to.
Ambrose and Eugene would hear the scraping of paw and talon on the gravel behind them as Ferric pushes their body between both of them, jumping into the front line with rapier in hand, and is going to slash at this creature. It's a 22 for 11 piercing damage.
That'll hit.
And I will expend one of my bardic inspirations to add psychic blades to that for
All
an
right.
additional, that's a terrible roll, 6 damage. So a total of 17, and then Ferric will use the rest of their movement to back up.
With mobile.
Yep.
All right.
And step towards Navara, kind of panting. What did you see down there?
It was an orb. I didn't get a good look.
Friend or foe?
Well, there's a foe, but there's an orb beyond the foe. It was glowing and beautiful.
More potatoes?
One more potato that I know of.
Ferric will put their back towards Ambrose and Eugene, waiting for the next potato to be barreling down the hallway.
All right. It is the potato monster's turn. It is going to try and squeeze forward some more to get at Ambrose.
It will take that
But-
15 radiant damage at the beginning of its turn,
Absolutely it will.
theoretically.
But he's going to have to make a check because he is too big. There are squeezing rules, but he is too big for that. And he is stuck. He is forcing himself through this hallway and he is reaching at you, Ambrose, but he is stuck. Starts throttling, shaking the cave. You hear even more shaking from that hallway that Navara just ran out of, Ravenaugh, as you walk past it. You can't see anything when you look down it, but you certainly hear whatever is making all this racket. Another one of those. And it is your turn.
Does the one attacking me
Ravenel.
not do anything?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna ask too.
Oh, you're right.
Not that I
did
wanted
forget
to,
about this one.
but
No, you're right.
I mean, it could be my tamed pet, and I can have it forever.
No.
Pickles just has a potato monster forever now.
Me and Potato happy forever.
Guys, can we keep the eye monger?
Guys, how many things can I have flying around me?
Pickles. It's gonna try and eat you.
Of course it is.
Does a 21 hit?
Oh my god.
No!
Silvery barbs.
Pickles has silver
Okay.
barbs? Did we know that?
Yes.
I don't think you do
Yeah.
either way because no one's there to see it.
No, I have. No, she used it in the last fight.
Oh, there you go. Well,
Well, doesn't matter.
how's a 21? Does a 21 hit?
21 hits. Goodbye.
So, Pickles, when you get bit by this creature, you're gonna have to succeed on a DC 18 dexterity saving throw or be swallowed whole.
Okay.
Not one.
That one.
Oh no.
My god.
Gulp.
Gulp. I have been
Ravana!
Pickles, you are swallowed.
Oh, God.
eaten. Goodbye.
Ravenna, it's your turn.
Okay. I spin on my heels, hearing Pickles calling for me to come back and realizing that she's alone back that way. And then I'm going to take my action to move. And then, shoot, I have to take my second action to dash. I see this thing.
Yeah.
Oh my. And Pickles is gone, I'm assuming.
Yep, it's just Spunkles by himself.
Oh,
You just see Spunkles. This thing ate my mother.
Oh my. What have you done with Pickles, you foul creature? And that's my turn.
Pickles, it's your turn.
Ouch. Yep.
You are going to take some damage
Take a lot,
for
dude.
being inner potato
Potato should take necrotic damage if it can.
from eating pickles.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's not that crazy, to be honest with you. It does have this anti-magical gullet.
But I have the crystal that it ate with me on a stick.
Ooh.
Oh, shit.
Can you
Does that
anti-magic
matter?
an anti-magic gullet?
Anti-magic.
I don't know. I
Just
don't
all,
Wouldn't that-
doesn't that just all
Either
no?
way, wouldn't that double nullify
0
your,
times 0.
Double
nullifies
anti-magic?
equal.
0 times
Right.
0 is 0.
But
No, so
wouldn't
big.
that also suppress your necrotic? Does the crystal, is your necrotic damage magical?
No.
Null plus null equals pancake.
It probably does nothing.
No,
I
it
was just
actually isn't magical, is it? Because it's a side effect of your resurrection.
hopeful. Right.
So yeah, I mean, I think it would take some necrotic damage just from being in contact with you, but it also is gonna do some damage to you.
What was that noise?
Like that.
I don't like that
Yeah, I don't
noise.
like
that
that
could go
noise.
either way. Like, that could be a sigh of relief or of a, ooh.
Right. I had
That's
10d6.
Well, I just don't like it. I mean, I'm looking at it and it's like 35 damage. That's pretty rough, and it's like
It's a lot of
10d6 acid
10d6,
damage, and I'm like,
yeah.
that could be a lot worse.
Yeah.
Let them roll, baby.
31 acid damage, Pickles.
We're fine.
You do have 11 temporary hit points from.
I know.
fine.
That's
We're
why
fine.
we're fine.
Okay, so
We're fine. We're fine.
yeah.
I had 11 temporary
right.
points.
But it is your turn. You
Okay.
are swimming in a sea of mashed potatoes.
So
They
it
burn.
does take. So would it take the necrotic damage?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Because
So it
it's
takes
not
9
like
necrotic damage.
Yeah, okay.
Pickles is spicy.
And
Why is
then
that spicy?
she is going to just start punching it.
Inside?
From the inside. Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's
Got
nothing
disadvantage.
stopping you from doing that.
Because she's restrained, but hey. So it's a 13, a 12. She is going to
Do it.
action surge and try again. That's another 12 and a 13. Oh my god. So none of that happens. And then, so she's trying her best. Spunkles is going to shoot off a lightning breath
Hell yeah.
in order to try to help poor Pickles. So it's a DC 12 dexterity saving throw.
I got a 2.
Oh,
Nice.
For 14.
Nice.
Bad roll. 14
All
lightning
right.
damage.
So 9 from the very beginning, plus 14 lightning damage from Spunkles, and it throws you up, Pickles.
Yes.
Oh, my.
Ravenaugh, you see Pickles get regurgitated in a big pile of steamy mashed potatoes.
Don't look at me.
I will avert my eyes. As he like looks to the ceiling.
Pickle's ears are just drooping.
Covered in potato
Buddy.
and goop. And that'll be Pickles' turn. She'll just lay on the ground, super sad.
All right. Adalia, you are up. You are down at the original potato monster, the original threat with Ambrose and Miraz.
Mm-hmm.
Or Eugene.
The potato monster has not moved. Is that correct? He's stuck?
No, it is wedged in place. It is reaching
Okay.
at the boys, but it cannot seem to get at
Okay.
the boys.
Excellent.
We all know that struggle.
We all know the struggle, for sure.
I'm always reaching for the boys.
I'm always reaching for the boys. They're always stuck in a cavern. Okay,
And they're
I'm
giant
gonna
potato
need
monsters.
and they're giant potato monsters every time. Okay, I'm gonna need a DC 16 dex save from the stuck potato, please.
Stuck potato, stuck potato. Potato, stuck potato.
Potato monster matches.
That's insane. He's stuck. He shouldn't be able to do that. But that's
He
fine.
also has a -2.
Yep. Okay.
He blocks it with his roots and then gives you that anime eye.
With his roots, gross. So Adalia has her hands out, focusing on Moonbeam, but another surge of white light flings out from her hands, and somehow, inexplicably, against all logic, this giant potato avoids this surge of white light. And so she casts Sacred Flame, which fails. She is maintaining concentration on Moonbeam, though. So at the beginning of his turn, I'll need another DC 16 con save from him. And I'm gonna go ahead and roll that just so that it's out there. If I can figure out, there it is. Moonbeam. So he'll take, if he fails, he'll take 13. If not, he'll take 6 radiant damage. And Adalia is going to back up even a tiny bit further, still keeping him in sight, but she would like to try to keep an eye on the door to see if all these potatoes are making anything interesting happen with the door. And that will be the end of her turn.
All right. Ambrose?
Eugene, back up. I'm gonna start shooting this potato. Just keep on shooting it.
Nice.
That's 20. There we go.
There you go.
That'll do it.
Let's see. Ooh, that's a lot. And then, so what was that? It's a 10. So 25 damage.
Nice.
And then one more attack. Does a 16 hit?
That will miss.
Okay. I will back up, get to Furic, and end my turn.
All right. Ambrose, with that shot, it does kind of keel over a little bit and puke up some mashed potatoes and stop squirming quite as hard to get to you guys, but it does still seem to be stuck.
So what should we do about the stuck potato? I don't think it's much of a threat right now.
Navarra, it's your turn.
Navarra is going to run backwards towards the east. Her movement's of 30 feet. And she'll stop just in front of the hallway. And for her action, she's going to use thaumaturgy. And she's going to shout, "We have an orb down here! Get down here!" Not quite realizing what's going on up north. And that will end her turn.
All right. Eugene, wounded potato monster in front of you.
I don't know, Ambrose. This still looks like a threat to me. Even so, Eugene will back up, but he's going to use his action to just keep pumping Witch Bolt lightning damage into it. So 7 lightning damage.
Nice.
And that'll be all.
Fear?
Same thing. Ferric is going to run between Eugene and Ambrose, charging up to the potato. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. 25 feet is going to lash out at it with the beautiful rapier. It's a 25 to hit for 12 damage.
Nice.
That will hit.
And is going to back up using the mobile feat. Back behind Ambrose and Eugene again. Back to back with Eugene, and is going to be facing down the hall towards Adalia and Navara, still in anticipation of the other potato monster that Navara warned them about.
All right. The potato monster's turn. The one in front of you guys is going to try and squeeze forward, seeing as it has no other option. It tries and fails. It looks kind of defeated, freaking out a little bit as it squirms in vain. Navara, down the hallway, you hear the potato monster by the orb roar very loudly and screech as you hear it forcing its way through the hallway there. It lets out a very loud and Pickles, your potato monster will try and bite you, but it fails. It rolls a 13. I imagine that fails.
Yeah, that fails.
Bringing us to Ravenna.
Okay, Ravenna's word. How dare you sully this maiden with your grotesqueness! And he slashes at her. At the potato with both hands.
Yes, he does.
25
That hits.
There you go.
for 6 damage and 15 for 11 damage.
15 will miss.
Oh. On that first one, if I may,
I guess. Yeah.
I will add a Divine Smite. So, I'll do this at a second level, which will give me 3 d8s. 22 damage.
Nice.
Nice.
Damn. Okay.
As light streams from my longsword and smashes into the tater.
Yeah, you take a big chunk out of the side of it, and it falls to the ground.
I will fry this potato.
Pickles.
All right, I'm not getting eaten again. Pickles is gonna use her giant's might to become large. So
Yes,
she
she
is
is.
the size of said potato.
It's the size of the
fuck you,
room.
potato. And she's just gonna start throwing her fists at it. It's a 13 to hit. Wow.
So many 13s.
It's a 19 to hit.
19 hits.
Okay. That's 10 bludgeoning damage as he just pulls her fist back and punches it right in its potato face, right between the eyes. Actually, that should have, because she's big, add another 6 to that, so 16 damage.
Oof. Yeah.
And
It's looking
then
pretty mashed.
She's gonna try to grapple it again, just because she can. Oh wait, she can't. Never mind, I lied. Because she used her bonus action to get large.
Oh, yeah. You're right.
Yeah, and Spunkles is not gonna attack. He's gonna stay back in the hallway.
I'll be here if you need me. It seemed like an emergency.
Just don't get eaten by the potato. Just stay back there and be safe.
Please.
And he does not get his breath back. All right, Ravenna, we got this. Kill the potato.
All right. Adalia.
Okay, I need that DC 16 con save from Potato Monster.
Absolutely. Hit crit.
Well, a nat 20 with a 26 will save, but he'll still take half. So that is 6 points of radiant damage. And then Adalia is gonna Sacred Flame it again. So I need a DC 16 dex.
Yeah, you rolled a 16.
Okay, that's nice. So once again, Sacred Flame just flashes into nothing against the roots of this giant potato. It does seem stuck, Diaz. Should we try to get the orb? She's just ignoring the hissing from the giant potato.
It's going to be a problem until we take care of it. Let's just end this.
Yeah, we gotta kill this thing.
I'm trying. And that will be the end of her turn.
Ambrose.
Pull up my heavy crossbow. Keep shooting this thing. This thing is thick. 14 to hit.
Oh my god, we cannot roll
I'm
above
rolling
like a
terrible.
15 tonight.
You missed.
I have a plus to the hit,
17.
so it's pretty bad. Was it
It has a
17 hit?
17 armor class.
So it does, okay.
Found it. Found the number.
Absolutely. You found it. The magic number.
12 damage?
All right. Navarra?
Navara is going to. She didn't hear anything from up north after she hollered, so she's going to make her way towards the orb. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 30 feet. She's going to use her action to dash.
Yeah, as you walk past this large potato monster, it looks like it wants to get at you, but it is stuck.
Okay, she's going to keep her position right there to keep an eye on it until she sees like everyone else head that way.
All right.
She pulls out a sharp research drawn on the potato monster's face. Because it's stuck.
Eugene?
Yeah, I'm just gonna hold my position and squeeze my fist to deal 11 lightning damage to it. I'm just staring it down. It's stuck in the hallway. I'm 20 feet away from it, just keeping the lightning going. That's all. 9 damage.
Fear?
Ferric is going to do what they've been doing and run forward, slash with a rapier. That's a 26 to hit for 13 damage. I am hitting this thing.
How do you see yourself killing this potato monster?
Let's go, Varric.
I think Ferric runs up and slashes across the maw, and it cuts the cheek skin all the way back towards its jaw, and the top part of its potato body head thing falls backwards. And I turn back to Eugene and Ambrose and say, "Oh, Gratin, anyone?" That's a potato joke. You're all supposed to.
I didn't get that one.
No, it was great.
I didn't get that one.
Potatoes au gratin, you know, it
Yep.
means to grate or to.
It was perfect.
Yeah.
We loved it.
Oh, I'm dying.
All right.
And then Ferric
Potatoes.
is going to run back into
Roll
position.
for emotional damage?
Yeah,
was
yeah.
the-
I'm
yeah, that was
taking
the
my
most
own psychic
anime
damage for bad jokes.
Moment that's happened in the show so far. He turns around, like does the like cool guys don't look at explosions, says the thing, and then everyone's like, "Brr," and he's like, "Ah!"
Yeah.
A giant sweat drop appears above your head.
Yeah.
With like an angry burn squiggle.
Yep.
Yeah.
Where's Spunkles when you need him? Jeez, he'd be perfect for this part. Oh yeah, he's fighting a giant potato. Never mind. Speaking of giant potatoes, it is their turn. The one by you, Navarra, is going to squeeze its way up to you.
No!
It
And
is
eat you.
going to try and bite you. A 22.
That will hit, but I will shield.
Oh, excellent. It looks like it tries to get its potatoey jaws over you, but last second you were able to shield it. Pickles, potato, crit.
Yep.
No.
Jeez.
That's.
Stop getting
It can't
eaten
swallow
by
It
the
can't
you.
eat me.
potato.
It can't eat me.
Oh, good.
Cannot swallow you,
But it can't.
but it is going to do a
Oh,
shitload of damage. Holy fuck.
26 damage?
Yeah.
Are you down?
No.
Okay.
I'm not doing good, but I'm not down.
Okay.
Ravenna.
Yeah, he's going to swing away again with the longsword matching its armor. 17 for 5.
That hits.
Swing again. 19
That hits.
for 7. And I'm going to smite it again. Using
All right.
another spell slot. And, dropping 9 damage.
For a total of 21. Okay. Pickles.
Pickles is looking real hurt. But she's gonna just like quick like flash glow of yellow as she activates her second wind to get back
Nice.
a solid
Damn.
chunk of healing. 16 health. Hold on while I do math. And then she's just gonna look at the potato and be like, all right, we're doing this. And she's gonna keep trying to punch it in its face. It's a 14 to hit, but +9. I really like Ambrose. That's a 28 to hit.
Okay.
For 13 damage.
All right.
And she is going to activate her fire crystal, or her fire rune. It needs to make a strength saving throw.
18.
And it makes it, so nothing happens. God damn it. I hate this thing so much. It's gonna end her turn.
It is foaming mashed potatoes at the mouth.
Gross.
And Dahlia, it is your turn.
Okay, Cody, I require a ruling on this. Moonbeam says that a creature takes damage when it enters the moonbeam for the first time on its turn. Would I be able to fling Moonbeam around, like, through allies without hurting them as long as I don't end up with it on them? Or will they take damage as I move it through them?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Well,
Can you move Moonbeam?
Yeah, I can as a bonus action.
Yeah.
That's why
cool.
I asked.
no, I don't think it will because, like, when you
So it
hit him
doesn't
with it,
start
it
your
didn't
turn. Yeah.
take damage. Yeah, it's on the start
Right.
of its round. So as long as you don't end your turn on Ambrose.
Don't block a hallway, otherwise your allies can't move through it.
Right.
True.
Yes.
Unless they want damage.
True.
True.
First time
so,
we enter it on our turn, we take the damage.
Yes. So Adalia is going to zoom her moonbeam 45 feet to the southeast, 50 feet, so that it is directly behind her and will not be in the path of anybody that any of her allies. So it's going to be right here on the map, Cody, just so you know. And she is going to ready an action to Sacred Flame any potatoes who come into her line of sight. And
All right.
she will hold her position sort of at the base of all of these, divergent tunnels. And that will be her turn.
Makes sense to me. All right, Ambrose.
Where's Pickles and Ravenoff?
That's a great question, Ambrose.
Anyone knows?
I haven't seen them.
Unless they've moved there to the northeast.
Can I make a perception check to see if I can hear them from this distance? Or have they made any loud noises? Or I guess you would hear a smite in a cave, right? Not
yeah,
sure if it,
I mean, you definitely, I think you can hear there's a scuffle. I think you can hear, honestly, that there's a scuffle coming from both of these directions.
I mean, Pickles has been swearing, so you probably
Pickles
hear
and Ravenar
echoes of
shouting and stabbing, and Navarra is being attacked by a frothing potato monster who's not trying to be quiet.
I'm going to use my favorite spell, Zephyr Strike. I'm going to... I'll see you guys later. And I'm going to dash and also use my full movement and then use 120 feet to get to Spunkles. All the way up to here. I did the calculations while I was waiting. And just weave my way through all these little tunnels and right in front of tiny Spunkles. Everything good over here? Oh no, it doesn't look good over here.
Oh, hello, Uncle Ambrose. We could really use your help.
You're like moving so fast you run up on the walls as you go.
Yeah.
Read the room, Ambrose. Read the room.
Yeah. Let me reload my car spell.
This could be one of those times where you prove you're not a dick.
I've never been a dick. And I end my turn.
All right, Navarra, there is a angry potato that has forced its way down the hallway to get you.
Navarra has her double-bladed scimitar out, and she is going to start striking. So first attack is 18
All right.
for 8 damage. Second attack, is only a 12.
A 12 will miss.
Yeah, she will use her bonus action to hit with the other side of the scimitar.
Nice.
Oh no, 12 again. So she misses with that.
Oof.
God, why are we rolling like shit tonight?
can't make purchase on potato flesh.
Yeah.
You're not used to
It's
fighting
squishy.
potatoes.
We are ill-equipped for the evil sentient potatoes.
She's actually going to back up and take the opportunity attack.
Okay. Ooh, 27.
Ooh,
Oh!
it hits. Painfully hits.
All right. You'll have to make a DC 18 dexterity saving throw.
Oh, God.
You got this.
Oh, God. 24.
Oh, not
Nailed
20, baby!
Nice.
All
And
right.
then it was a 14 damage.
Yes, you do take 14 damage.
Okay, so that will take all of my temporary hit points, and then I would be down 3 more.
Very nice. Very nice.
And that will end my turn.
All right. Eugene?
Yeah, the potato that I was lightninging is dead, so I will shudder as the filth of the prince's magic leaves my body, and I will run into the hallway, kind of the center point where Adalia is. And you said we can hear both conflicts pretty easily at this point, right?
Oh yeah, I'd say so, especially after Navara's scimitar attack.
Sure, okay, so I'll just charge straight across the hall into the side branch where Navara had gone. Double moving and then triple moving using the cunning action ability to get within melee of this potato that is before me. And Navara, you can see that Eugene is kind of bouncing a stone in his hand. That's all.
You guys are fucking nuts. That's all
Thought
I'm gonna
I
say.
have that. You have that? I'm glad you have that.
I love it.
Because I was going to do the same thing, but it's perfect.
Ferric, it's your turn.
Ferric will drop onto all fours and run through to the main corridor, passing Adalia as they go. And once they get a little bit further, they're going to Misty Step forward, moving them 65 feet down this long, winding path, right into melee range of Potato, and is going to lay in a strike, just passing through the side of Eugene at the Potato. That's a 19 to hit for 8 damage,
That hits.
and then is going to use the rest of their movement to back the fuck up, which is only 5 feet. And I will end my turn.
All right. Well, it's the potatoes' turns.
Please don't get eaten.
Man,
Bring it on.
Eugene. I don't know. You're you're ballsy today, but it's gonna bite at you.
You're such a delicious target.
A 19.
Nope. Shield. Push it back.
Ah, right. Yeah. Well, you know what.
Nice.
Nice. Love shield. That's why you always take the wizard dip, baby.
This snack's not on the market.
How about you, Ravanaugh? Does a 13 hit you?
It does not.
Damn. This potato that you guys are fighting looks pretty mashed, Ravanaugh. He is cowering in a corner in a pile of potatoes, trying to recede into his home, but it seems like the jig is up. It is your move.
Continue to hack, but it's 13. And hack.
Yes.
Nice.
For 22 damage.
Yeah, baby.
It is still standing.
Then I add some might to it.
Yeah, you do.
2 d8s plus 2 more d8s.
It's dead.
Yeah, it is. Fuck yeah. God, I love Smite.
As I make French fries.
It's dead. Pickles, it is your turn, but the potato is slain, mashed, bashed.
Well, Pickles can't fit through the hallways.
Now you know how they feel.
She's gonna drop her giant smite for him. Look back at Ambrose and be like, what the fuck, Ambrose?
Hey, I was being attacked by a giant potato too, alright? I killed it
Yeah, I
as
know, you
quickly as I
started
could.
all this shit.
No, I did not. Don't be mad at me. Don't be mad at me because you're upset.
I am mad at you, because I'm upset.
I know you are. There's no reason why you're mad at me.
She's just gonna sit down and stay there because she is very hurt and bleeding.
Do you want me to heal you?
No.
I can attend to Pickles if you want to move to the others and aid them.
Yeah, do that.
Adalia.
Okay. Adalia is going to, she's kind of been holding down the fort in the center aisle for the most of the fight. She's going to run towards the potato that Navarra has been dealing with most of this time, right up next to Ferric. Hello, darling.
Hello, love.
Aw.
And she will then move her moonbeam the additional 60 feet so that it lands directly on the evil potato. So on his turn, he'll have to make a con save, and she is going to Sacred Flame again. We'll see if it works. That's a DC 16 dex save.
It fails. It was just that one potato.
Finally, the one potato failed. So white light courses through her arms as the moonbeam just shoots through these corridors, bathing these walls in white light, and additional light flies out of her hand. And the potato will take 9 radiant damage.
Awesome.
And that's it.
Ambrose, it is your turn.
Are you sure you don't want any healing?
Yep. Go save whoever needs to be saved. I'm sure they need to be saved.
Sure. I turn around and then I take my crossbow, point it at Pickles, and I fire off a healing round, and then I walk out, and then I head down south. So Ravenov and Pickles and Spunkles will get 10 temporary hit points,
Nice.
Thanks, Ambrose.
and I will head south.
That's pretty decent.
End my turn.
Navarra.
Navarra is going to take a few steps back up to the spud, and she will attack again. Her first hit, it's a 10, so a miss. Her second hit is an 18,
That should hit.
which I think hits, for 10 damage.
Yes.
And then again, she's going to flip the other end of her scimitar over, and she is going to attack with the butt of the weapon for 26.
Nice.
And that will
Nice.
be 9 points of damage.
All right. It does not seem to be super thrilled, seeing as its prey suddenly turned into 4 out of nowhere. It looks like it's starting to panic a little bit. Eugene?
As much as a potato can panic.
Yeah, you see its eyes darting back and forth.
Tentacles are just everywhere.
Looks like it would love to go backwards, but it can't.
Eugene will flip the stone in his hand again and catch it and whisper, Sigbronker, and then try to toss the stone into the potato's mouth. So improvised weapon attack, that'd just be like a dexterity check, right?
Mm-hmm.
That is only an 11. However, I assume that means that the stone would just fall to the ground, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And then I will turn and look at everyone else and say, run. And I will disengage as a bonus action and move down the hall. A rune on the stone is glowing bright red.
Ooh. Okay. Fear? What do you think? You think you're gonna run?
Ferric, hearing that, is going to turn around and grab Adalia's hand and run with them down around the corner of the cavern so that we are out of the, what I'm assuming is a blast radius.
Blast radius.
Very nice.
So pulling Adalia down with me, I imagine that's only half movement, but it's
Mm-hmm.
right. Like carrying someone is half movement.
Yeah.
So that's
Cute.
still 20 feet because I have a movement speed of 45, baby.
All right. Giant Potato's turn. It is going to try and bite you, Navarra. An 11.
Miss.
Not like that, it ain't.
Yes.
Back to Ravenau. You are kind of in this little room alone now. No more Giant Potato.
Yeah, he steps up to Pickles and stabs his longsword in the ground, which looks, in comparison to Ravenau's immaculate armor and cloak, seems so different. It's got nicks in it, and it looks heavily used, and there's like leather wrapped around the pommel that is, well worn and darkened, not nearly as shiny and clean as his armor is. And he reaches a hand out and he goes, "May I?"
Sure. She'll take it. Just be careful. This will hurt if you take my hand, but that's okay. You could take it.
Of course. And he'll take it, and she heals for 25 points as his healing hands restore her.
In exchange, he takes 7 necrotic damage.
And
True romance.
That's romance right there.
Revenant doesn't even seem to notice. He just smiles
Aw.
as the warm light radiates off of his hand.
Thank you.
My pleasure.
Shit.
And that's my action. And then I will pull my sword from the ground and begin to walk. You better catch up before your friends get into more trouble.
All right. Hey, Ravena.
Yes.
Yeah, after all of this, maiden mind bullshit, do you want to hook up?
Hook up.
Yep.
I am-
Just gonna leave it at that. Think about it.
Yeah.
Think about it.
Revenant looks genuinely confused
So
at
red-faced.
what hook up means. And then,
Perfect.
just smiles and turns around and continues to head down the...
Oh my god.
So sad Navarre missed that.
I'm so sad all of us missed that. Incredible.
Oh,
Yeah.
I heard his smite is divine.
Oh my.
It's good.
I mean, Pickles is just gonna follow
yeah.
for her turn.
All right.
Yeah, stick.
Spunkles is right there. Spunkles is right there.
Yep. Pickles doesn't know what that
What is-
means.
what is
Maybe he
hooking
does.
up,
He's
Bubba?
super smart. Hey,
New daddy
plug
is
your
in
ears.
town.
Plug your ears.
Earmuffs.
Well, I don't even know what to say.
Love it.
Speechless. Idalia, any thoughts? It's your turn.
Adalia no longer has line of sight on any baddies.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
But she did hear what Eugene said about running. So she will leave Moonbeam where it is so that the potato monster should take additional damage. And she will take her half movement to drag Ferric another 15 feet. So she should be out here almost in the main corridor again with Ferric.
Adorable.
I love that y'all could have both just moved 30 feet, but instead you each
Right.
dragged the other person
Yep.
15
No,
feet.
you're completely missing the point.
So ridiculous.
And yeah, she'll just hang on to both of Ferric's hands and say, "I never want to see another potato again." And that's the end of her turn.
Ambrose.
Ferric flips through a cookbook and rips out all of the potato recipes right there and then. Cast them to the ground.
The first one's
She
the
sets
au
them on
gratin recipe.
fire.
Ambrose walks in, seeing him, Ferric ripping up pages in a cookbook. What's going on? Should I
Nothing.
go over there?
Yeah, we had to run. Miraz
Don't get
said
too
to run,
close.
so we ran. Yeah,
We
now we're
ran.
here.
Yes, and don't get too close, Ambrose, please.
Alright. I'll just lean against the wall in my turn.
Navarra.
Navarra is going to use her bonus action, Misty Step, to go 30 feet away from the potato.
Nice.
And then
Yeah.
she is going to use her movement to move up to the crystal. And she's going to tell Eugene, I'm going to try it. I don't know what will happen. And she will touch the crystal or the orb.
Yeah. You pick it up. It is a perfectly smooth sphere, and it is in your hand.
In turn.
All right. Eugene?
So, given that this happened 6 seconds ago, the stone blinks, flashes red hot for a second, and then fireball explodes from the center of the potato. Or from the center of the stone,
right.
rather. Cody, it's up to you exactly what square it landed in, because I missed the potato, so there's a chance that I am still in the blast radius. Fortunately, everyone
I would
else
say
is
that
not.
it landed right here in this square.
Great,
so.
okay. Yeah, so it like clatters a little bit behind the potato. So it
Yeah,
should
just underneath
only,
it.
Yeah, should only hit the potato then, so that'll be a dexterity save. Don't remember the DC, but I think it was 15. It's from a magic item, so it's definitely...
Nice.
16.
Dodged.
Oh,
Nice.
that's a -1,
Negative
listeners.
So is that like a crit?
Yeah. Roll the damage.
Oh, man, it's only 16 damage unless you actually let me
4
crit and roll
ones.
again. I know, I rolled 4 ones.
Well, I'm going to go ahead and rule cool it and say that it looks down, it sees it blink, it looks back up at you, Eugene, and go, and then it just explodes and mashed potatoes go everywhere. They are very hot, very, very delicious if you were to eat them.
I
Need
mean-
salt.
Yeah, maybe some butter, but
I don't have the grease spell prepared, so I can't fix the potato taste.
Grease is just you throwing a stick of butter at the ground.
Yeah, I will brush the hot potato off of my clothing. Glad to have been just outside the blast radius. And stroll back over and pick up the stone. Oh, that came in handy.
And I think with that, we will end today's episode. Thank you for joining us, everybody. Couldn't do it without you. Thank you for tuning in. Pretty crazy stuff. Potato combat. Never thought I'd say those words. Come jump in Discord. Hang out with us. Discord.gg/The Homebrew Podcast. We have a really awesome community growing. Come check it out. Let me know if it was too crazy unbalanced for me to make them fight 3 eye-mongers at a time. I think they did fine. I gave them the terrain advantage.
For sure.
You got a few extra dollars? Come check out our Patreon. Patreon.com/thehomebrew. $2 gets you access to all kinds of cool stuff. Go check out our sponsor, fanrolldice.com, and get yourself some dice. Use promo code homebrew at checkout for 10% off. And as always, you are loved. You are loved as much as everybody loves potatoes. Potatoes are everybody's favorite food. I just had some french fries right before recording.
See.
Who doesn't love potatoes?
Yes.
And you are as important as that goddamn fire rune. That was pretty key. That was pretty clutch. I really
That's
liked
clutch.
that.
It was.
Epic moment. And you matter.
Epic gamer moment.
Pro gamer move. Play of the game, Eugene. And you matter. You matter as much as romance, because what would Power Word Fail be without the romance? Hey. See you next week, everybody.